Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I'm hoping you have a wonderful day. I thought I'd do this inside. For it is welcome to all here, and if you're new to the channel, I'm here to discuss transcendental psychology, to be a few steps ahead, a few years ahead, a few decades ahead of what will be going on. For the whole planet is ascending, and the great majority of people are unaware of that process. But we have to understand that all of it is a show. It's like our soul is like comfortably seated in a movie theater, and we're all watching a show. For this show has been very disturbing sometimes, all that is being presented. But when we get to see a movie, we are comfortably sitting in the movie theater and we get involved, we hypnotize, we allow ourselves to get involved in the story in order to enjoy it emotionally, intellectually. There is good guys, bad guys, all kinds of things that are going on. But then at the end of the show, the curtain closes and we get out of this. So a lot of people will only understand that this is only a show after they die. But as our consciousness ascend, we can already become aware that it is only a show. And then to project love, project light, be independent in your thinking. Do not allow yourself to be controlled by the program, for all of the darkness will all fall all at once. And so it is important to to understand it is 90% of what we see on the internet is fake news. Yeah, well, it's not fake news intentionally. There's some fake news intentional, but there is a lot of illusion that people are projecting upon what they believe to be the truth. But the truth of the Creator is far greater. There is a greater plan at work, that is the plan of the One. And understand, no one can control anything about anybody else. It is a complete illusion of those dark forces to believe they can control the planet, they can control humanity, they can control the destiny of this world. And they will see it is all part of the illusion. So what you seek to control is your mental and your emotional and your ability, your behavior to continue to perfect yourself, to do no harm, to continue to follow your passion, your joy, to elevate your conscious into the fifth dimension. The fourth dimension is already the understanding that we are creator of our reality. As we become creator of our reality, we become more balanced. For it is very important to achieve ascension. For those who understand the meaning of that, the ascension of the consciousness is to let go of the attachment, all attachment. Very slowly but surely, Spirit is forcing me to let go of my attachment. For a very long time, I have no more. The fear of death is really no more. It's like I will welcome death to return to my source, my Creator. But right now we have to ascend the physical world. It is a very big mission that's been attempted here on this planet before, but this time he will succeed because there's so much so we're receiving so much assistance from the cosmos on individual and collective level. We're waiting for this solar flash but the solar flash will only happen when the consciousness will rise. If we're still in 3D, the beliefs in the ego, the push and pull of the third dimension, this solar flash would kill people, that it would kill them. So we need to elevate our consciousness enough to receive this solar flash, this Kundalini awakening. And so it will only happen when we're ready. Yet if it happens for one, it will probably bring in its wake a lot of other people. So we're part of this first wave of ascension. It may happen within days, weeks, months, or years. It depends a little quite on us, because it is also an individual happening. For the Buddha is like ascended individually, but he brought a lot of other Buddhas with him. The Christ fused with his I Am presence, with his Creator, and he created a lot of awakening with him. And so we have to move into a higher frequency. And once this happens, we will no longer be going back and forth into between dimensions. We'll stay permanently connected to this higher frequency. Yet we're going to want to go back, because we still have not attachment, but those people we love, we cannot just say we abandon them into their problems. It is the Buddha and the Bodhisattva. We're going to still, if there is really love and compassion, even if we ascend and we find this freedom, the Buddha is free, doesn't have any karma to return to. Yet he sends a part of himself as a Bodhisattva to assist, to teach, to express compassion. And so we cannot say we have compassion if we're indifferent to the suffering of those we love. So we're going to need to be detached from that, yet continue to assess the world, and it will be a personal choice after the ascension whether we return into this matrix, but we will be independent of the matrix. We'll be free from or any of those things, impermeable to any negativity or any illusions. So continue to cultivate this connection to the higher level of consciousness. Your soul and your spirit are already on the much higher planes, and we have countless other fragments of our soul in countless dimensions. It's just a matter of becoming aware there, and this is the lowest frequency of our spirit, and the ego is the lowest. The material physical is the lowest frequency of our. Yet we're serving the greater whole, our soul, in many ways by what we're doing here, by tuning into the light. And so, for understanding, once we achieve the connected field, the first dimension, there is no more need for believing there are separation in dimension, because there's only we're coming to the one connected field. We won't see all of it, but we'll see that there is only one life, the life of God, one field, the eternal and finite field of the Creator. And then it is the Creator that will place us in various places, dimension where we are the most service and the most comfort, where we can, depending on what our faith is and what we all receive in relationship to our faith. And so it is important to trust your Creator, to go to the kingdom first, find the kingdom of God within, and for that you can envision this golden flame within yourself, and to see that there is this triple flame: the blue flame of power, the pink flame of love, and the yellow flame of wisdom. Then you place it into your sacred heart. And then you breathe, and then you turn it, you visualize this great light of God within your heart, and that will assist, because that's what it starts. We're so much conditioned to believe that life is outside of us, that we have denied this inner process, this inner self. And so this is really now to find the balance between the two. Also, I wanted to thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you very much. Thank you for your donations. And if you want a private session, you can send me an email. For it is all about this show, this projected reality. But within this projected reality, as when we become aware, we want to see the end of the manipulation, the corruption, the lies, the deception, and it's all will be shown. And it's already shown already, but we want the collective to see. For even when all the facts will be presented, a lot of people will not be able to deny all that. For the humanity has this consciousness, and it is just this. It has been manipulated, but there is this compassion. There is this sense of fairness, justice. We want to find this balance of energy without judging others, because 90% of what we believe to be the truth. We say, well, we don't make mistakes. We're so perfect. Everybody else is wrong. That's an ego thing. Ask God to forgive your own mistakes, to forgive you, and then you can, as you forgive others, that's the only way, because everybody that believes they're not making mistakes is actually extremely deluded in this process. But we're all making mistakes, but we're not always aware of our mistakes. Most of the time, if we knew our mistakes, we would be able to correct it. It's only when we become aware of a mistake we make that we can start to think on how we're going to be able to correct it. And then once the truth of all that manipulation and all that will be on the table, then only those who are accomplices to it will deny it, but they will be nowhere to run. For we just a lot of people say, well, there's not going to be an election in United States in November. We hope that it is, because in some sense I do feel from within the show, it's all just projected, but by January 2023, if the House in America changes, it's going to be a lot of they're going to be able to really expose a lot of things and bring back the balance. I'm not politically inclined. I'm just on the side of truth, on the side of freedom, on the side of justice. So I just want to say to allow everybody to run their show and to move into your flow. If you go faster than your flow, when we go faster than our flow, we're not comfortable. If we're too slow, it is like we're lingering behind. We're not comfortable. If we're within our flow, then we stay within our flow. We learn to stay within our flow, and we see that other people's flow will no longer disturb us, because we are within our flow. And so I also wanted to say there is this amazing green emerald light that is surrounding the planet. Everybody's getting it, but only those who are if we're tuning to it, then we'll receive it. It is a created energy that by the Master Olarian, by Mother Mary, and the Archangel Raphael is supporting this great field. Everybody's receiving the same cosmic energy, but depending on the level of consciousness, we don't utilize it in the same way. For the green green light, the green energy, the emerald ray is the heart energy. It is the fourth chakra. It is the balancing energy. For it is all about balancing the mind, the body, and the soul, and the spirit. So because when mind and matter are aligned, like on Paradise, there is no, when spirit and matter are aligned, there is no need for mind. For it is, of course, the infinite spirit will unfold its plan. But here it's like the spirit of God, the spirit of truth, and the matter is very often misaligned. So we need the mind to reconcile it. So the mind has its place, but it is a good. It is a good servant, but it is not a good master. The heart is it's much better to be led by the spirit of the creator from within. We all have this light. Seek the kingdom of God first. Just imagine this beautiful golden light that is within your heart. And then you can also envision this blue flame of power, this flame inside, the pink flame of love and the yellow flame of wisdom, and then balance out this energy, put it in your sacred heart. Then breathe, put in oxygen, and then eventually this little light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter, and you can visualize the central sun within your heart. For there is a great deal of this light. Just give permission to this light to complete its healing, this healing ray of emerald light, so it works for you. Because otherwise, we're feeding a disease, we're feeding a limitation. For there is so much impurity that needs to be cleansed from this planet that without the assistance of, if God didn't give the permission of the celestial to assist us, it would have taken millenniums to really to cleanse this up. So just say, my creator, please forgive my transgression as I forgive others. Continue to align with that, to align with, because God is compassionate and understands all the limitations, yet he never loses its sense of, he always works for the whole as well. So I'm just offering perspective here, and just always offer guidance. It's always good to offer guidance when asked, or to offer perspective, but never impose anything on anybody. It's good to not impose anything on anybody, never. For the ego, we'll believe is always right and perfect, so we get to accept our mistakes in order to change them. To balance is the key, really. And so for it is, we're going to move into this unified field, the truth of God, the life of God, and so for life is a partner with the universe. For God is life, in his most expensive form. But it's also, the life in the universe is not the totality of God. It's just a partner of the universe so just and love life, love yourself, love life. It is really the key to the ascension is love, and so. So just trust that you will be you will be ascending in the right place, in the right way, in the right time, and because it's like the more we trust the wisdom of our soul and spirit, the easier it will be, and continue to tune in to your creator. When you think of God, the one creator, it's like you're thinking of, you're not missing out on anything or everyone, because God is all. So it's like just this. Very soon I'm going to start some project that will require my whole mental energy. Right now I'm still using a bit of time every night to conceive what I'm going to talk about. So, but I will still communicate like once a week, but I'm going to need to put all of my energy to the successful unfoldment of my project. And but also understand, just wanted to say about dimensions, and it's like, do not feel like you're limited to any one dimension. You have part of your soul, that fragment of your soul, that are on all dimensions. Just when you become aware of something somewhere, your consciousness down here is becoming aware of a fragment that is aware somewhere. It is like it integrates and it assists the hub, the central soul, the center of your soul to grow and evolve, because this is the lowest octave of the spirit. The ego, the individualized consciousness in physical matter, is the lowest octave of your spirit. Your highest octave is the creator, and the soul is somewhere in between, and eventually everything will fuse into one, and then we'll move on to the next level of participation in this great creation. So I'm just going to finish with a song. Thank you very much. It's a song that came through my mind. It's a song that we are asked to sing again. It's like, it talks about to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. So it is all our responsibility to free our mind, to disconnect from the show, yet to be participating participating and contemplative of the show, when you feel like you can assist, it's like to bring some joy, to bring some light, to bring some healing, to bring some balance into the situation. Do not, of course, act upon it. That's why we're here, is to assist the process and to assist our soul in this growth and evolution. So it's called Redemption Songs. You're welcome to sing it along. Old pirates, yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ships, minutes before they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hands was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. I've no fear for atomic energies, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Oh, some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energies, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. So we have moved into a higher octave of creation, this higher octave of creation, which is a quantum field where all is united and one. We just need to balance it out in order to achieve this connected field of the eternal connected field of the supreme, of the supreme creator. And then from there, we'll find our right place and position. So just continue to project the positive thoughts, positive idea into the field. And the more we are able to disengage from negative, and the more we connect to the positive, the faster we're going to be able to initiate this solar flash that will propulse us from the fourth dimension into the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, or whatever, wherever, as far as we can go. The Creator knows the limit of our ability to within the unified field. How much can we understand of the oneness of God? For we cannot, only God knows God in truth. For everybody else is an act of faith. Even on Paradise, we all know that. They all know that. Only God knows God as an infinite. It's like for everybody else, grows and evolves towards that. Well, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day. Just be well, be in peace, be lucky, be in joy, and continue to cultivate this sense of well-being. I thank you very much for the assistance you're doing to the world and the planet. I thank you very much, Adonai.